Hey guys, welcome to Pizza Part 3. Here we're going to be focusing on examples on how to make pizza, specifically for the customer and what we need to do with it. Again, these here are the toppings. We have chicken, beef, onion, mushroom, capsicum, shredded beef, cabanossi, olives, and pepperoni. Let's make a cheese pizza. So, a large cheese pizza. So when we do a large cheese pizza, we come here and we grab the large pizza base. The large cheese pizza is the easiest pizza to make. I put the method on the bottom left so you can follow along. We take off the plastic, place it in the bin, spread out the dough, and sometimes it sort of folds in, so you can just stretch it out from the bottom, just like I just did in the video. Pop any air bubbles. Let's grab the cheese and the pizza sauce. There's just two ingredients on the cheese pizza. It's just pizza sauce and cheese. We put a bit more than normal of the cheese. We put about one whole handful or even more. So we put the sauce on, open the lid, and grab some cheese, like a whole heaped handful, and then we spread it across with two hands. And that's the sort of technique, the sprinkling technique, that helps you move the toppings around. But obviously, if you see any gaps or something, which there still is, you just fill them up. And you just try to make sure that there's an even layer of cheese on top of the dough. Yep. And that's about it. And then we can place that into the oven. Perfect. Okay, this is our most popular pizza. It's called a barbecue meat lovers pizza. It's very easy, but just a little bit different. So let's grab a large base over here. And we're making this pizza for the customer. So when we make it for the customer, it's a little bit different compared to the pizza that we make for the hot bar. And again, you can always find the ingredients: barbecue sauce, beef, shredded beef, cabanossi, cheese, and pepperoni, in that order. So yeah, we have the pizza ingredient list just over there, so you can always use that as a guide. So we don't use the pizza sauce because that's a tomato base. We want to use barbecue sauce, which is that one, because it's a barbecue meat lovers pizza. Spread out the dough softly, make sure there's no air bubbles, and same thing, we just draw some circles, just like that. And what do we do next? We add a little bit of cheese, and then we add the ingredients. And never do this. Don't ever put the lid of the cheese bucket into the chips bucket, because you're just creating traffic. So put it out of the way. just like that. Half a handful of cheese spread out along the base, very lightly. Yeah. And the Meat Lovers has beef, shredded beef, and cabanossi, and then cheese, and then pepperoni. So that's the beef. We put a layer of beef, spread out, make sure there's no gaps. Yep, that's fine. And then over here we have two ingredients in this one little basket. We have shredded beef and cabanossi. And we just spread that across. Try to evenly spread out all of them. And make sure they're not layered on top of each other. And don't use one hand because you're really slowing yourself down. Try to work with two hands. Yeah. And then we put a layer of cheese, usually a full handful. Yeah. Evenly spreading it out. And then the final ingredient is some pepperoni. Yeah, you're just covering the top with it. I think there's about 10 or 12 pepperonis. And that's it. There you have a large barbecue Meat Lovers. Oh. And we'll just pop it in the oven. Now, every pizza gets a free garlic bread. So when a customer orders one, they get a free garlic bread. So where's the garlic bread? It's just in this fridge over here. On the left side, at the top, we grab one garlic bread. We softly open up the garlic bread, open the sides, and then sort of push in the top so it opens up a little bit. And that's it. And place it right next to the pizza, and that's gonna cook along with the pizza. Let's get a box ready for the large barbecue Meat Lovers. Again, we can find the pizza boxes here, and if you remember, it's a 13-inch box. Yep, that's the one. And we're just waiting for it to come along. But while we're waiting, we always get a box ready. Clearly there's a bit of traffic there, so we'll just place it on top of this machine and we just wait a bit. Okay, after about 8 minutes, put this cardboard away if it's there. And let's place the pizza box on the metal trolley. And now we're going to get that pizza into the box. And we're going to use the same techniques that we learnt in the previous video. We can just place the garlic bread on the hot bar for now. So, we always grab the pizza, the pan underneath the pizza with two hands. Again, let me show you. Just right underneath it. And push it in, second hand, and bring it across. Excuse me. And then to take it off the pan, we lift the pan and point it down. Tap, tap, tap. Sometimes it takes 3 taps. And we just put the tray away over here. Yeah. And if you remember for the last video, for the hot bar, we sliced the pizza into 6 slices. But when the customer orders it, we slice it into 8 slices. And this is much easier. And I'll show you why. So we cut it through the middle, and then through the side and the side. Start from the corner and go to the other corner. Remember, firmly press the slicer and push. So corner, perfect. And the other corner. Yep. So it's corner, corner, and then middle, middle. Yep. And you might not get spacey because of the box. You can just shuffle the box around just like that. And then it gives you the space to slice. And you can just hold the paper down when you're shuffling it so the paper doesn't move too much. And yeah, there we have it. A pizza ready for the customer, but we're not done yet. We fold the hat in. And now let's get to the garlic bread. So let's wrap up the garlic bread. We just fold the foil over itself and fold in the sides. And we put the garlic bread into a chicken stick bag. It's the same bag for the chicken stick. We can just pop the garlic bread in there for a perfect fit. And now we can give that straight to the customer and they can go and enjoy it. This is our family base. It's right underneath the oven and it's 15-inch. So that's the large, that's the family. Let's make a family chicken pizza for the customer. And when you're making a pizza for a customer, one of the first things you can do is just put the garlic bread in. And while you're making the pizza, that's cooking. So let's grab some sauce, grab some cheese, close the door. All right. lightly spread out the dough and pop an air bubble if you see one. Done. And let's sauce it up. Okay. So again, because it's a 15-inch pizza, it's bigger. So we got to use a little bit more ingredients. And bring the actual base close to the toppings, because if it's too far away, you're just putting a lot of extra effort and a lot of toppings will fall on the table. So keep the base close to the toppings. Maybe 2 handfuls of chicken and then spread it across. Excuse me, had a lot of fizzy drinks. And I think I put too much here. You just want to have a thin layer of ingredients. Spreading across. Yeah. Next up, we put onions and mushrooms. You can also yeah, just ignore me. Onions and mushrooms, just like that. Just make sure it's always the same thing. Not too much ingredients, just spread out evenly. In-house, we're gonna have trainings, just simply doing the portioning of the pizza and the ingredients, because it's one thing to look at it on a video and it's another thing to actually do it with your own hands, because you learn it through muscle memory. But it's also very important that you have a look at the video, so it gives your brain a good idea of what it looks like. And then we put a sprinkle of capsicum. I think maybe it's a little bit less, so I put more. That's it. And a bit of olives. And done. And I'm not gonna show you the box and the slicing because I already showed you in the Meat Lovers. But again, we just do the box and we slice, and that's it. That's the pizza.